And, I thought today was another competitive practice. It was good coming off the off day. I thought our guys really did a good job yesterday. Meetings, trying to take advantage of a day that wasn't physical, but still pushed mentally. Did a good job of working to take care of their bodies. Obviously we pushed pretty hard. So make sure that they're doing what they need to do in the training room, doing what they need to do nutritionally, and hydration. Big push there. So I thought they did a good job yesterday. Coming out today, still installing. I thought offensively there's a few things today that were definitely not as clean as we need them to be. And I understand still got a little empathy for the workload and knowledge that's going in, but especially for some of those newcomers. But just want more. And I thought they responded well. Had some big plays. I thought there was some guys that maybe missed a big play the other day. Came back and made them, and then still just very competitive. With what we're doing. I'm seeing some guys defensively, playing really fast. Had a big third down emphasis today, and I thought guys were active, playing fast. Still. Just like on both sides, a lot of details we get to clean up, but 4 days into it, I definitely like the competitiveness that I'm seeing and the way the guys are approaching the work. And so, got to have a great walkthrough here this evening, and meetings, and then come back and be better tomorrow.
Been a couple practices in a row with Pat's made with special teams. We have one of the best players for you for that.
Yeah, I mean it's critical, and I think it's been the standard around here. Whether it's you take a field goal block, any of our special teams unit, we want our best players to be able to make an impact. And Pat's been able to get a couple blocks, the first couple days of live work, and that's big. I think we've all seen over the years, where blocking a field goal, or even an extra point has been monumental. And so I think when you see the guys that are doing that, the guys that are investing that work, it's definitely continuing to push and emphasize the standard.
What have you thought of Mekhi Dancy?
I mean, he's very excited about him. He's got great size, great speed. I mean, he got to get on the perimeter today and made a nice catch out of the backfield, which was you see the game-changing ability he has. Still a lot of work on, and just understanding all things. I mean, it just takes reps, but very excited about the potential and what he can be.
How have the receivers handled 4 days of work?
I think they've been good. I mean, there's still some missed opportunities that we got to improve on, and but I think Malik has been very consistent. Seeing Tron, I think Tron's actually had a really good 4 days. Last year he was injured the majority of the time of the season. And having to battle through a lot of different things. I think Hakeem, has stepped up. Jakai's had his moments. We know the capabilities of what Jakai showed up big for the last 4 years in key games, key moments. Really pushing him to be more. Deuce responded well today with a big play down the field. Hakeem, I'm very excited about where he's been. I think he's definitely playing his best ball, and just clean up some of those little things. And go through every one of them now. It's like Jaylen Brown. I'm excited about his speed. And, he's still learning a few things, but I think he's going to be a real player for us. So I like the group, and then I haven't mentioned any of the freshmen, but I like we got some really good young ones, and I think will put themselves in position to potentially help us this year. But just a lot of competition.
Can you see Hakeem maybe taking that step or growing into that role?
Absolutely. I think he's close. And he played last year as a freshman, so it was like, but it's are you ready to go be all that you can in consistent nature, and even when something doesn't go maybe how you wanted it to go, or if it's a bad play, what's the response look like? I'm seeing some real positive steps for him.
So much of the talk about Darius for years has been the versatility. What's it been like seeing him become the left tackle, kind of being at one spot more, and just
we know Darius can play a lot of different places. We're trying to really kind of enhance just the repetition at tackle. Obviously it's something that he's done a really good job of. We've got great depth there. You got three guys that played over 2,000 snaps. at that position. So I mean, with JB, with Rob, with Darius, being able to have a little bit of balance there, but really excited about his growth and confidence in what she's playing with.
Seems like when you guys get into the team, like the big play is always like 1 or 2 reps away from you guys busting something out like that. How much is that keeping everybody engaged, and how excited are you for the big play potential?
I think when you sit there and you look at it, I mean, it's both sides of the ball too, and you have to be on point, defensively, because we got some explosive playmakers, and if you give guys space and you're not where you need to be, I mean, it can definitely be exposed. Run game, pass game, same thing offensively. I mean, our defensive front, the guys in the secondary, linebackers, they've all been playing very fast, and so if you're not playing with your eyes, they're going to be by you before you can know it. And that's explosive play defensively, waiting to happen. So, I like the back and forth, and we've been good over the last few years of being explosive on both sides of the ball, and obviously it's going to do nothing but make us better as we compete with each other.
How impressed have you been with Cam Ryan? Cam
has definitely been a great addition. Size, the speed, but as much as what I've seen on the field, just his attitude and approach. There in the meeting room, he's so eager to learn. Today's his 4th practice, and there's still a lot of things that he has to learn, and you can tell there's some times where it's just the absolute certainty of what to do and how to do it is still going to come, but it has nothing to do with his work. He's very, very smart. He's probably further ahead of what I thought he would be at this time. But when you add that type of competition, with guys, I think Blake Nicholson showed up really well. Justin Cryer, really excited about his steps that he's taken, and it's just there's a lot of competition in that room, and now guys are pushing. They're going to be able to who's gonna be the most consistent, who's going to establish themselves, and then there's a lot of different areas on this team that those guys are going to be able to help us.
How satisfied are you with KJ Sampson's development after?
That's good. Good point. KJ's been one of those guys on that defensive front. I think he stood out to me coming off practice 3, first day in pads. You saw the explosiveness, you see the movement. He's had a couple disruptive plays today, and we challenged him pretty good this spring. And there were some good days and some ugly moments, but KJ is just such a remarkable young man, and he's got the right attitude approach. He's got the skill set. You can see the confidence that he's having in his physical and the development of his strength. But you're expecting big things of him. I thought Grady Kelly's been good. These last few days. Also kind of making that transitional jump. And what he's doing. And obviously, you guys can see him. The guys that have been here. Daniel Lyons. Josh Farmer. Daryl. Really taking some positive strides, and so looking forward to what that group can do.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys.